So welcome to the second half of the West Region game. The 9th ranked Baylor Bears 31, the 8th ranked Syracuse Orange men 42, and they are the starting lineups with one exception. Mackay Mason had to rest at the end of the last period, so Obim Okeke is in at point guard for Baylor. The possession arrow is with Baylor, so Baylor will take the ball as we start the second half, and immediately the ball is passed along to Tristan Clark, who will shoot and will score unless the power forward is a block of 4, and he isn't. So Tristan Clark starts off very quickly in the second period, and the lead is under 9 for the first time in quite a long time. Consult the Z chart, and pass to Choice, who scores and is fouled. So we're going to obviously go to Frank Howard because he's got the best free throw. So Frank Howard gets his first basket from inside the three-pointing arc, and the foul is by 90, who is Okeke. That's his second of the game. And Baylor's first team foul of the second period, and 77, and he hits the free throw. So 45-33, and Baylor have the ball under their own basket, and they bring it up the court with Vital. Vital then to Clark. Clark drives in and must shoot. 61, let's have a look. So 14 minus 8 is 6, plus 8 is 14. 60, 75, and it's dead on the number, so he hits the basket. And Tristan Clark, now the gap is 10, and Syracuse have the ball, and we have a long throw and a foul in the act of shooting. 68, nobody on the court, so it will go to 34, who is Vital. So Vital is the second foul of the game, and who is fouled? 80. Brissett, does he score? He does. And he'll go to the line for a free throw, 66, and he'll get that too. So 48-35, and this has become a bit of a feisty start. To say that we only had a penalty, a free throw from a forced team penalty, the last penalty in the first half, and suddenly we've got 2. But the shooting guard Bandu has the ball for Baylor. He will pass it to Clark, and there's a defensive foul. 37, Chukwu, and that's his third. The ball comes in and goes to Kegler, who will shoot, and the shot will miss, so Kegler shoots. The rebound goes to Chukwu, who looks up for a quick break. 21, and the shooting guard passes it over to Battle, and he's fouled before the shot by 62. Now on court, 76, so that is Kegler, so Kegler fouls. And that is the third team foul already in this second half for Baylor. They need to get a bit of control. They're 13 points behind, and they're going to be in foul trouble if they keep going the way they are. And so Syracuse have the ball with Chukwu. Chukwu drives up the court and he passes to a choice of two. So it'll be Elijah Hughes who will shoot, and he will miss. Highest power forward +5. So that's 26 and 23. So Kegler gets the defensive rebound. And he will drive all the way up the court and shoot, and he will miss. And the rebound will go to the offensive centre, Tristan Clark, and he will shoot. And he will nail the 2 points, nail the basket. And it is now 48-37. Syracuse have the ball. And Syracuse will call a timeout. And they'll bring Chukwu off. So currently, all the bench players have done their 2 minutes for Syracuse. For Baylor, all the bench players, with the exception of KK, have done their 2 minutes, but Mackay Mason has done his 2 minutes. So Dollar's Edge comes in as the centre. And Battle is going to come out and Boheim will come in. Mason is coming back in after doing his time. And they're going to leave the rest out on the court. And Syracuse begin the game from under the basket, and Dollar's Edge has the ball. Switches over to Elijah Hughes, who will shoot a 3-pointer, and he will miss. The rebound will go to Vital, and he will try and instigate a fast break. 84. There is a missed shot by Mason. And just a normal rebound, and that will be the offensive centre Clark, who will look to build another scoring opportunity. The power forward Kegler has the ball. Back to Clark. Clark then will send it over to Mason, who has to shoot as the clock runs down, and he will miss. And the rebound will go to the high centre +4, which will be Dollar's Edge, because that will even them up, and he is the home team because they're the highest ranked team. And Syracuse will bring the ball up the court with Elijah Hughes. Hughes will go to the point guard Howard, who will shoot a 3-pointer, but he will not make it. And the rebound will go to the highest point guard +4. So that's 12-7, and Mackay Mason gets the defensive rebound. And Baylor will come to the court with Vital. Vital then over to Bandu, and Bandu will send it to Kegler, but it will be stolen by Brissett for Syracuse. And there's a defensive foul. 98. No. So 35 is Vital, and Vital, that's his third and the fourth team foul by Baylor. And we're on the sidelines with Syracuse. And the ball is passed into the shooting area to Brissett, and Brissett will take a shot and he will miss. And the rebound is taken by Bandu. He looks up for a fast break. 12. And the small forward scores. So Vital receives the ball and puts it in the basket. 48-39. And Syracuse have the ball under the basket and they bring it out with Howard. Howard over to Brissett. And Brissett drops it to Dollar's Edge, who must shoot. And he will miss. The rebound will go to the point guard, Frank Howard, for his first rebound. And he will look to build. Dollar's Edge. Dollar's Edge then passes it away and comes back to him. And then he drives in to shoot. 10, 8, 14 onto that, 50-64, and it's just there, and he scores, gets the basket. And so 50 points to 39 is the score for Syracuse. Baylor just can't seem to get this difference down, and Bandu has the ball. Bandu then over to the power forward Kegler. Kegler switches it back to Bandu, who will drive and shoot, and he will score. And 41-50. They're under 10 again, but can they bring it closer than that? The ball is sent upfield, and Elijah Hughes is going to go for a three, and he's going to miss. Fouled by his PD if he's got an FD of 21 or above, and he hasn't, so Elijah Hughes just misses. And the rebound is the high small forward plus 3. 13, and so Vital takes that one. Defensive rebound, and Baylor can build with Bandu. Bandu to Mason, and Mason then to Tristan Clark, who will shoot as the buzzer sounds. 45, and that is good. Tristan Clark is 6 for 10 today, and 43-50. We're down to a 7-point differential, and Howard brings the ball up the court for Syracuse, passes it to Dollar's Edge, and Dollar's Edge then switches it to Hughes, who will try a three-pointer from range, and he will miss. He's tried 7 and he's hit 2. The rebound will go to the high small forward plus 10. So Vital will take that. There's 4th defensive rebound, and Baylor come up the court with Kegler. Crosses the halfway line, and he switches it in to Vital, who will shoot, and he will score unless it's a B12, and I don't think we've got a B12. No, so Vital hits the basket, and he's 4 of 4, and he is now 45-50. Syracuse going through a bit of a dry spell with the shooting, but they get it out to Elijah Hughes, who will try a three-pointer, and he will nail it unless the PD is a 3, and he is. Oh, actually, I don't think you can block a three-pointer. Let me just check that. That's confirmed. You can't block a three-pointer, so Elijah Hughes scores the three-pointer. Where is he? There he is. That is 53-58. And Baylor have the ball. So the shooting guard, Bandu, has the ball. He passes to Tristan Clark. And Clark drives into the D and shoots. And he misses. The rebound will go to the high small forward +1. So it'll be Vital gets an offensive rebound. Can he put it across the court to Bandu? And a timeout is called by Baylor. We'll have to take Mark Vital out at the moment. Try and Darius Allen will come in at small forward. Tice Battle will come back in. So he's completed his. And I think I probably need to bring somebody off here. Bishop can come off and Sidibe will come on. So Baylor continue and the ball goes to Tristan Clark. Tristan Clark then passes out and he gets it back quickly and he's going to shoot and he's going to miss. And the rebound is going to the highest offensive rebounder. Who will be Kegler in this case because Tristan did the shot. And he will shoot and he will score. So Kegler gets his first basket of this half and it is 47-53, 6-point game. There's been a foul in the act of shooting and the foul was by 33. There's no on the court, so it will be 96 who is Bandu. So Bandu gets his first 5th team foul. Who was shooting? It was 63 who is Sidibe. Did he score? He did. So Burama Sidibe gets the points, gets the basket, and he'll go to the line for the free throw. It's 40, he's not very good, and he'll miss that. And the rebound will go to the defensive centre Tristan Clark. He'll look up and try to start a fast break, 43. But Syracuse will get back, and he's fouled in the act of shooting, 51. So it is Bandu again. And that is the 6th foul. Did he score? Yes, he did. And second Bandu can't foul. It's Tristan Clark who scored. Let's just sort that out first. The foul was by 43. 43, is he on? No, he isn't. And now is 84. Tyus Battle is the person who committed the foul. Did he score? Yes, he did. So Tristan Clark hits the 2. And can he get the extra point, extra shot? He cannot. And the rebound, there's a loose ball foul on the offense. Two. Mackay Mason. So that is the 16th foul, and a defensive team rebound, and Syracuse pick up the ball. And Syracuse will bring the ball up the court. A long pass to Dolazaj, and will shoot. He will miss. If his PD is greater than 9, it will be a foul, and it isn't. So Dolazaj shoots and misses. And the rebound is to Tristan Clark for Baylor, who will look for a fast break. 87. 87 is a wild throw, and that will go out of bounds. And Syracuse will bring the ball up the field, up the court, with Elijah Hughes. Elijah Hughes will then pass to Dolazaj, and Dolazaj will switch it to Tyus Battle, who will have to shoot as the buzzer goes, and he will miss. And the rebound will go to Kegler for Baylor. And again, he will look up and look for a fast break. 51. But Syracuse get back on defense, so they'll look to build. And Kegler will pass it to the point guard Mason, who from outside the arc will shoot, and he will score a 3. So suddenly the score 55-52 in favor of Syracuse, and Baylor are coming back big here. Point guard Howard has the ball for Syracuse. Switches it over to small forward Hughes. And he will take a 3-pointer. And he will nail that 3-pointer. Elijah Hughes, his 5th attempt, his 2nd one is made. And 58-52 as Baylor down to the last 2 minutes, and they'll call a timeout. Last 2 minutes of the first session of the second half, because it's not 4 quarters this game, so I have to do it in 10-minute sections. So Mike Vitale will come back in. And we're going to take Bandu out, and we're going to look for a shooting guard. And Jared Butler is going to come in. Brissett will come in for Sadibi. And Baylor will bring the ball up the court with Jared Butler. Jared Butler will then pass to Vitale, who will shoot, and he will easily score that basket. 58-54, and Syracuse have the ball with Brissett, O'Shea Brissett, who will go up the court and he will look across to his power forward, to his small forward, who will pass it back to him, and he must shoot because the buzzer is about to go, and he will miss. 3 of 9 today, not doing too well, and Tristan Clark yet again picks up the rebound, and he looks up for a quick break, and 9 passes it over to Jared Butler, who nails the 2, his first shot of the game and his first point, 56-58, and Syracuse have it, but there's a line violation by Dolezaj, steps on the line, and Baylor get the ball back, and they quickly move it to the small forward Vital, who shoots, and he misses. The rebound goes to the center +5, so Dolezaj will take that rebound, and Syracuse will look to move up the court. Gets a quick pass out to Brissett under the basket. He shoots and he misses. Got too far under the basket there. The rebound is picked up by Kegler. And Kegler looks up to see if there's any way of getting out of here quickly. 75. But cannot. Syracuse are back very quickly. The ball is switched over to Vital. Vital looks up, but the pass gets kicked out of the court by Syracuse players. And the ball comes in, and Kegler double dribbles, and he turns it back over to Syracuse, and the Orange men look to come forward with Elijah Hughes. Elijah Hughes passes to Dolezaj, and Dolezaj has to pass to Brissett, who must shoot. So clock runs down, and he will score. His 12th shot and only the 4th basket, but could be vital. 60-56 as Baylor come at the court with Butler. Butler then, there's a defensive foul, 61. Not in the court, so it is the center Dolezaj. 3rd team foul for Syracuse. Got to consult, 3-second violation by the Baylor Bears, so they turn the ball over. And Syracuse come up the court with the small forward Elijah Hughes. He will pass it over to Marek Dolezaj, and that is the 10-minute mark up. So we'll be back shortly with the next play, because I've got to shuffle the cards. So with 10 minutes to go, the score is 56-60 to Syracuse. So Dolezaj has the ball, and he takes it down the court, but he loses it to Tristan Clark, who steals it away from him. And Baylor have the ball with the point guard Mason. Mackay Mason looks over, passes it to Tristan Clark. Tristan Clark has the choice to pass to, and he will pass it to Vital, who will immediately pass it to Clark, and Clark will shoot 34. He will score unless the centre has got a block of 8, and he hasn't, so Clark scores. That's his 14th shot and his 8th he's made, and he's now 58-60. So we're in the last 10 minutes of the game, and Syracuse have the ball with Tyus Battle. Battle switches it to his point guard, Frank Howard. And Howard looks up and passes it to Brissett, who must shoot as the clock runs out. Now this is going to be, I don't think he's going to make this, 30. So that's 22 and 5 is 27. On to 30 is 57 and he's up 44, so he misses it. So Brissett shoots and misses. And there's a loose ball foul on the defense. And that is going to be by 37, who is Vital. But not only that, the foul was on 74, who is Tyus Battle, which means he will go for a one-on-one as they're in the penalty. So 76 is the number, and he gets the first one. This is where this could be costly for Baylor. The second one is missed, and the rebound goes to Tristan Clark. Tristan Clark looks up, 6, tries to get a fast break, and the shooting guard Butler scores. So Jared Butler scores on the fast break and is 60 to 61 now in favour of Syracuse. Syracuse pass the ball quickly up the field. Frank Howard takes a three-pointer and he misses again. That's 8 three-point throws he's had, and he's only scored 2. And the highest small forward plus 10 will get the ball, which is going to be Vital. He's on 4 fouls. So at this point, Baylor will call their 3rd timeout. Bandu will come back in for Butler, but Vital has to go out. So I'm looking for a small forward. Darius Allen. And Tristan Clark is going to come out as well. Is he? He's got a long way to go, isn't he? I think we're just going to do that. I think that will just do it for the moment. So Baylor have the ball, and there's a defensive foul. 49. That is Dulles Edge, and that's his 3rd. 4th for Syracuse. So sideline ball for Baylor, and it will go to Tristan Clark. Tristan Clark will switch it to Mason. Mason will then switch back to Tristan Clark, who will shoot as time runs out, and he will miss. Misses under pressure, and the rebound is going to go to Brissett. And Brissett will look up, 60. Tried to get a quick break, but Baylor got back quickly, and they look to build. So Syracuse have the ball with their shooting guard Battle. They'll pass it to Brissett. And Brissett then will run down the court, and he will shoot. 87 is going to be a miss. And the rebound will go to Tristan Clark. He'll look up and see what's on for a fast break. 63, but nothing on. Syracuse defense are already there, and the 8-minute mark has come, and Baylor will use their final timeout. So Tristan Clark is going to come out, and Gillespie is going to come in. Shooting guard Bandu comes out, and Butler comes in. And Kegler is going to come out, and Mayer is going to come in. They're going to have their front line on for the last 6 minutes, I think. Howard is going to come out for Syracuse, and we're looking for a point guard. And Carey is going to come in, and Elijah Hughes will come out at small forward. Dollar's Edge will move to small forward, and Sidibe will come in at centre. So Baylor have the ball on the sideline, and the point guard Mason has it. Passes it over to Mayer, but Brissett steps in and steals the ball away. And here comes Syracuse. Brissett down the court. Passes it to Sidibe. And Sidibe then passes it to Dollar's Edge, who must shoot. And he will score. So 63-60 now. And Baylor have the ball under the basket. And it's with Gillespie. Gillespie over to Darius Allen. But he will lose the ball because Dollar's Edge will step in and steal the ball for Syracuse and pass that straight to Jalen Carey. Carey looks up and gives the ball to Brissett, who will shoot, and he will score. So Brissett gives them a 5-point lead, and Baylor then try to come again with Gillespie. Gillespie sends it to the small forward Allen, and again he will lose it to Dollar's Edge, who steps in and steals the ball. And Syracuse again will start up the court with O'Shea Brissett. Brissett will go to Tyus Battle, and Tyus Battle will switch over to Sidibe, who will shoot on the buzzer, and he, let's have a look, that's 7, 6, 11, makes that number a 38, and it's 46, so it's good. So Sidibe is 3 of 3, and 67-60. Suddenly Baylor beginning to lose a bit of ground. They need to just play calmly here at this moment. Butler has it, switches over to Darius Allen, and Darius Allen then passes to Mayer, who must shoot. 37, he's going to miss, but it's found if his PD is over 22, and it isn't. So Mayer's shot is a miss, and the rebound is the high small forward, who is Dollar's Edge. Gets his third defensive rebound, and Syracuse have the ball back again, and he is fouled in the act of shooting. 22 now on the court. 57 is Gillespie's first foul and the 8th team foul. So Dollar's Edge will go to the line. He is 57 and his first one is good. Second one is not good, and the rebound is the highest rebounder. So we've got 26 on one side and 25 on the other, so it's an offensive rebound by Sidibe, and he will look to build. Gives it to Brissett. Brissett then to Dollar's Edge, and Dollar's Edge will drive but lose control of the ball, and Darius Allen will pick up the ball for Baylor. He'll move it quickly to Mayer. Mayer will go to Gillespie. And we're down to the 6-minute mark. And Gillespie will drive in and shoot, and he will score. (62-68). And Tyus Battle has the ball passed to him, and he shoots and he scores. So Tyus Battle quickly gets that score back up to 8-point lead, 70-66. And Baylor from under the basket. The ball is with the power forward Mayer. Mayer to Gillespie. And Gillespie then to Darius Allen, who must shoot. And he misses. And it's the defensive small forward Dollar's Edge who gets the defensive rebound, and he looks up for a quick break. 68 is not going to happen because Baylor get back, and there's a travelling by Sidibe, and Baylor recover the ball. Turnover there, and so Darius Allen brings the ball up with Baylor, and he passes over to Butler, the shooting guard, but he loses it to Tyus Battle. And Syracuse have the ball again with Sidibe. Sidibe then over to the point guard Carey, and Carey will look to pass it to Brissett at the power forward, and the time is running out, so he shoots and he misses. And the rebound is Darius Allen. And Baylor come forward with it again. And it's with point guard Mackay Mason. And there's a 3-second violation by Gillespie. So they turn the ball over. And there's an offensive foul. 88 are the highest FD. So the highest FD is Battle. Takes Battle's third foul. And so Baylor pick up the ball. And their shooting guard Butler has it. Butler then over to Mackay Mason. And Mackay Mason then drops it to Gillespie, who shoots. 29, 28, 27, 26, 30. He misses. Gillespie misses. And the rebound is the highest rebounder, which is Sidibe. And Syracuse call the timeout. And they're bringing their starting line onto the court. As is the Baylor Bears. So here we go. Tyus Battle has the ball. Switches it over to Howard. Howard over to Brissett, who must shoot. As we're down to 4 minutes. And Brissett will miss. The rebound is the high small forward +8. So that's going to be Vital. And he brings it up the court, passes to Kegler. And there's a defensive foul, and it is by 14. Who is Brissett? It's his first foul of the game. And that's 6, so they're both in the penalty now. So the ball is quickly switched over to Vital. Vital over to Tristan Clark, and Tristan Clark will shoot, and he will score, and it is 64-70 as Syracuse take the ball, and it's with Chukwu, and Chukwu, there's a defensive foul. 33, and it's Vital, and that will be the end of his game. Chukwu will go for a 1-on-1, and it will be the double bonus after this, so Vital is out. And that could be significant because he was one of their better players. So Chukwu, 62, gets the first one. And he gets the second one. 4 for 4 from the free throw line today, and 72-64. And there's a foul in the act of shooting, and the foul is by 36. It was Chukwu. It would be good if he could get him off, and the person fouled is 39, who is Darius Allen. Does he score? He does. So Darius Allen scores, which is more of an important thing because they'll get the extra shot. And he is a 33. He's not very good, but he manages to get this one. Kept his nerve, and we are now at 72-67. And Frank Howard, the point guard of Syracuse, has the ball. Passes it to Brissett. Brissett then over to Chukwu, and Chukwu has to shoot, and he misses. That's the first. That's his first shot in the second period, but he has been out most of it. The rebound is at highest SF +1. So that's 13-13. Elijah Hughes gets it. And he steps out for a 3-pointer, and he misses it. And that rebound then is the highest power forward, who is Brissett. And he will look to build. Pass it to Chukwu. And Chukwu will go to the point guard, Howard. Howard then switches over to Tyus Battle, who will shoot. And he will score. And that's the block is a B7, and he... Ooh. Yes, he will. So Tyus Battle shoots, but it is blocked by Tristan Clark, and the block ends up with the defensive point guard Mason. So Baylor have the ball, and the power forward Kegler has it. Kegler gives it to Tristan Clark, and Tristan Clark can pass to his choice of two. So it's going to go to Kegler and then come straight back to him, and he will shoot and he will score. Tristan Clark gets his 10th basket from open play, and it's 69-72 now, as Syracuse were into the last 2 minutes, and the power forward Brissett has the ball. Elijah Hughes takes up the play, and he passes to Tyus Battle, who must shoot, and he will score. So Tyus Battle hits, and 74-69 is the score. Baylor have it under their own basket, and it's Bandu who comes up the court, and he continues to drive, looks up, switches it to Kegler, who will shoot. He will miss, and he doesn't have a foul drawing rating of 21, so Kegler shoots and misses, and the rebound is going to be the highest rebounder, which we already know is Chukwu. So he gets the defensive rebound. Switches it over to his point guard Howard. Howard over to Battle, and Battle then sends it to Brissett, who shoots, and he misses. The rebound is the highest power forward, so it's Brissett. And he's up and shoots again, and he misses again. And we're into the last minute, and it's the highest guard now who gets this rebound. 8, 7, 11, 9. So Bandu gets it, and they move into a 3-point offense. Consult the Z chart. Home power forward must rest. So Brissett comes out. Timeout is called. And Sidibe comes in. So we're in the last minute, and we have a 5-point game. There's a defensive foul, and that foul is by 73. Sorry, no, we don't use those in the last 2 minutes. We use these. The foul is by 70, who is Sidibe. And the player who was fouled, Darius Allen, couldn't have picked a worse player to foul on for shooting. He's got 33, and he misses the first one. And the rebound goes to the highest point guard, +3, 8, 7. So Howard gets the defensive rebound, and they're going to go and foul, and the foul is by 53. No. So 98, Bandu gets his second, and Howard will go to the line for 2. 77. First one is good. Second one is good. So 76-69. Point guard has it, and he can shoot a three, which he does, and he nails it. Mackay Mason, all this time he hasn't been, he's hit 4 of 6 from the three line, and there's going to be a foul. They're going to intentionally foul. 36. So no, you're not on court, and so it's 74, who is Kegler. Kegler fouls, and the person fouled is 82, who is Battle. So Tyus Battle will go to the free throw line. He is a 76. Gets the first one. Gets the second one. So 78-72. Baylor down the court quickly, 6 to the center, and he will pass to the choice of 8. So anybody with, he's going to pass it to Bandu for a 3-pointer, and he's going to miss it. And the rebound is going to come to the defensive center, Chukwu. He's going to send it to the point guard, and the point guard is going to run the timeout. And so a spirited fight back there by Baylor, but at the end of the game, Baylor 72, Syracuse 78. And I'll be back in a second when I've filled in the score sheet and we can have a look at what happened. So, quite a close game in the end, but Baylor just ran out of steam, and so Syracuse will move on to play number 1 seed Gonzaga in the next round. And when you look at the scoring, they had some very high scorers. Tristan Clark with 22 was the high scorer in the game. Mason and Vital in double figures. But they've got so much help on the bench for Syracuse. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 points, and then 4 of their starters in double figures, and the other one got 8. And Chukwu got 20. So Syracuse in the end turn out to be the winners. Next game in this region is Marquette against Murray State, 5 against 12. Hope you've enjoyed the game. If you have, thumbs up. If you haven't, thumbs down, and leave comments, and hopefully we'll see you soon.